Hey, it's Dale from Dale Dumbs It Down. Listen, hang on a second, let me take this. Or maybe I shouldn't. Have you ever gotten a call from someone claiming to be from your bank or credit card company, asking for personal information? Or maybe you've been on the receiving end of a call that's supposed to be from tech support, telling you that there's been an error or an infection, a virus on your computer. Listen, this is a common social engineering scam. A scam when fake call centers, yeah, it's a big business. They pose as legitimate businesses to steal data from unsuspecting victims. Now let me pause here and take a minute and dumb down what social engineering attacks are. Social engineering attacks are nothing new. In fact, they've been around since before the internet and even the phone. But with the advent of technology, these types of attacks have become increasingly sophisticated and common. The term social engineering itself is relatively new, even though the concept isn't. Social engineering is simply the act of manipulating people to perform actions or divulge confidential information that they normally wouldn't do. And while this can be done in person, social engineering attacks are often carried out over the phone or online. Us hackers, we call it hacking humans. The goal of social engineering attacks is to, get the money. And while there are different ways to carry out different types or these types of an attack, one of the most common ways is to impersonate customer service representatives from a legitimate company, like a bank, credit card, Microsoft, Google. These attacks often target the elderly, who may not be as familiar with technology as you young hip folks. So how can you spot a fake? And by the way, just because you're young and hip doesn't mean that you won't fall for this. But how can you spot a fake customer service call? Here are a few things that you should really be on the lookout for. First, the caller ID could be spoofed. This means that the number that appears on your phone may not really be the number of the person that's actually calling you. If you're unsure about the caller's identity, immediately hang up and call the customer service number on the back of your credit card or your bank, using that number that you know is correct, like even looking on their website or on your statement. Number two, the caller may try to rush you. They may say that they're only available for a few minutes and that you need to act fast. This is designed to create a sense of urgency so that you make a decision without thinking it through. Number three, the caller may try to flatter you. You good-looking person, you. They may try to compliment you on your intelligence or say that they're impressed with how you've handled your account in the past. This is designed to build up trust so that you'll be more likely to do what they ask you to do or comply with their request. Number four, the caller may try to intimidate you. Man, I hate these. They may say that there will be serious consequences if you don't do what they ask. They may even threaten to call the police, that they're going to come arrest you. This is designed to scare you into giving them what they want. One of the key things you need to be worried about here is when they ask for payment, the IRS doesn't take Amazon gift cards. Trust me, I do though. Number five, the caller may try to distract you. They may ask for multiple questions at once or try to engage you in small chit-chat. This is designed to keep your mind off of what they're really trying to do, which is to trick you into giving them sensitive information. Now, once these criminals have the information they need, they can use it to steal money from you, commit fraud under your name. They may even threaten to expose sensitive data about you unless you do what they say. In some cases, they will even try to install malware on your system in order to gain further access to your data. No matter what their tactics are, their goal is always the same: to steal your money and your data. If you find yourself or someone you know who's been scammed by a fake call center, let me know in the comments below and what their trickery was. I love keeping people up to date with what's happening. Now, let's explore how we can avoid being scammed by a fake call center. There are a few things that you can do. First of all, never give out personal information over the phone unless you're certain you know who you're talking to. If someone calls claiming to be from your bank or credit card company, hang up and call the customer service number on the back of your card, like I mentioned before. Do not use the number that the caller gives you because the chances are they're going to be fake. Now, if you receive a call from a tech support company claiming that there's been an error or we've detected a virus on your computer, first of all, hang up immediately because no legitimate company, Microsoft, Google, McAfee, Norton, no one is ever going to cold call customers about technical problems on their systems. They are not getting alerts about you having an infection. Statistically, it's almost impossible for them to track that kind of information. And on top of that, it's kind of illegal. But they will only ever contact people who have contacted them first. Sometimes you'll be infected with a piece of malware and a phone number pops up saying you've been infected, call that number. Don't call that number, okay? Never also give anyone remote access to your system unless you're absolutely certain that they are who they say they are and they're authorized to have access. A lot of these companies will go through and try to install remote software. Scary. If someone threatens to expose sensitive data, unless you do what they say, just hang up. I don't care. They may have your address, they may have your phone number, but they're bluffing half the time. Besides, how scary is your background? Keep antivirus software up to date on your devices and run regular scans for malware all the time. This will help protect you if someone does manage to install some type of malware in your system without your knowledge. Never, never, ever, I said this before, allow someone remote access to your computer ever. I know, Mr. Meredith, if I can't get in remotely, you'll have to take it down to Apple and they're going to charge you hundreds of dollars. I'm just trying to help you out here, sir. Yeah. I'll take my chances with somebody in person than somebody on the phone that's called me. Speaking of taking chances with somebody, have you signed up for the Dale Dumbs It Down free resources? It's kind of a newsletter, but we share with you different ways to help keep you and your family safe online. Just head on over to our website, Dale Dumbs It Down, and look for the sign up button for our resources. It's normally at the top of the page. Okay, let's get back to what we were talking about. Avoiding social engineering attacks like these is kind of simple. It does require a healthy dose of skepticism and a hearty dose of common sense. So remember, never give out personal information over the phone. Again, just hang up. I know, I come from the generation when you hang up, that's considered rude. But hey, they're rude, they're trying to get my information, so do it immediately. If anyone threatens to expose your information, you can immediately assume they're not from the legitimate company. I mean, what, Amazon's gonna threaten to expose your information? And keep your antivirus and your devices all up to date. By taking these simple steps, they really are easy, folks, and these type of precautions, you can protect yourself from becoming victims of these kinds of scams. And that's just Dale here, sharing what I know and what I do with my family with you and your family so that you can be safe. So until next time, stay cyber safe.